In this lesson, you will learn what variance and standard deviation mean, how they help us understand data, and the difference between them. We will break it down in a simple, easy-to-understand way. Imagine two pizza shops. Let's compare their delivery times with 4 sample orders from each shop. For the first shop, 23, 24, 26, and 27 minutes. For the second shop, 10, 20, 30, and 40 minutes. Notice how the first shop's delivery times are consistent. They are close to each other. Every time you order, your pizza arrives in about 23 to 27 minutes. But the second shop's delivery times are all over the place. They are much more spread out. You could get your pizza in 10 minutes or 40 minutes. It's completely unpredictable. We won't cover calculations here, just the core idea. If you want a tutorial on how to calculate mean, variance, and standard deviation, check the links in the description. Interestingly, both shops have the same average delivery time, which is 25 minutes. But their variance and standard deviation are very different. For the first shop, the variance is about 3 minutes squared, and the standard deviation is about 2 minutes. This means delivery times typically vary only by about 2 minutes from the average. Most pizzas arrive between 23 and 27 minutes. With such a small 2-minute variation, the first shop's deliveries are incredibly consistent and predictable. But for the second shop, the variance is about 167 minutes squared, and the standard deviation is about 13 minutes. This means delivery times vary widely by about 13 minutes from the average. Pizzas could arrive anywhere between 12 and 38 minutes. With such a large variation, the second shop delivery times are highly inconsistent and unpredictable. Let's visualize this on a number line to see the difference clearly. This vertical line represents the mean, which is 25 minutes. These dots represent the first shop delivery times, 23, 24, 26, and 27 minutes. And these dots represent the second shop delivery times, 10, 20, 30, and 40 minutes. You can see that the first shop delivery times are clustered closely around the mean, all within 2 minutes of it. In contrast, the second shop delivery times are much more spread out, varying by about 13 minutes from the mean. So here is the key takeaway. Both variance and standard deviation measure how spread out the data is. A smaller variance and standard deviation indicate that the data points are clustered closely around the mean. A larger variance and standard deviation indicate that the data points are more spread out from the mean. But what's the key difference between them? Let's go back to our pizza example. Notice that delivery times are measured in minutes, but variance is measured in minutes squared. Why? Because when we calculate variance, we square the differences of each data point from the mean, which also squares the unit. Since the unit of variance doesn't match the original data's unit, it's harder to interpret. Saying the variance is 3 minutes squared doesn't really help us understand how far the delivery times are from the mean. It's like measuring your height in square inches. Doesn't make much sense, right? That's why variance is harder to interpret. This is where standard deviation comes in. Standard deviation is simply the square root of variance. Taking the square root brings the unit back to match the original data. In our example, that's why the standard deviation is measured in minutes, just like the delivery times, making it much easier to interpret. When we say the standard deviation is 2 minutes, it makes sense. It tells us delivery times typically vary by about 2 minutes from the mean, giving us a clear picture of the spread. That makes sense, right? So the key takeaway here is, variance is measured in squared units, which does not match the original data's unit, making it harder to interpret. Standard deviation fixes this by taking the square root, bringing the unit back to match the original data. Since standard deviation is in the same unit as the data, it's much easier to interpret. Think of variance as a calculation step, and standard deviation as the final, easy-to-read result. That's why standard deviation is more commonly used, especially in real-world applications like finance, where it helps measure stock market volatility. To learn how to calculate mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation for grouped data, check the links in the description.